Want to make a podcast? Spotify's got a platform that's going to let you make one super easily. And then you can distribute it everywhere and even earn money doing this. All in one place. And it's free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters. Here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and even edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard.
Ever since we discovered Spotify for Podcasters, it's been really great. Really get the people involved and ask questions and get ideas for new podcasts. So it's really helped us. And I highly recommend you give it a try. So download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started.
If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you, sir?
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got. If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
All right, kids. Listen.
Don't
Podcast,
listen to this.
if you're not of age.
What's of age?
Of age is like you can make your own decisions in life without parental guidance. 18
16?
18. We're not in Atlanta.
Georgia is 16.
We're not in Atlanta. That's what I said. We're not in Atlanta. This is 18 and up. Look,
Atlanta.
we're a bunch of dudes, and we're going to say some really bad words, and probably some things that might offend you. But
Don't listen to this.
can't wait till you listen.
Yeah, don't.
If
do
you're
it.
18 and up.
Don't do it.
If you're 18 and
Yeah.
up.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Conspiracy Podcast. Go time.
Yes. Let's do it.
We're back for
What are we
part
doing?
2.
Part 2.
Part deuce of Tupac.
What was his name?
It's part
Sean?
Tupac.
Shakur.
It's part Tupac.
Yeah.
That's such a lame joke.
Tupac.
That's like T-O-O or
Yeah.
T-U.
What was his name? LaShawn Brooks?
Crooks.
Sean Crooks.
Like Sean Bishop
Yeah.
Crooks, right?
Sean Crooks.
Bishop? I
So
think it was Bishop Crooks, the middle name, yeah. Something like that.
That's
You're gonna
funny
have to
because
look at the
wasn't
notes.
that his name in
Oh, yeah, and Juice.
wasn't his
not Juice,
no,
the other
it
one.
was,
Above the Rim.
It
what
was
was it?
Was
What
it
his name?
Bishop?
Bishop.
It was Bishop.
Yeah.
It was
100% it was
Bishop.
Bishop. Yeah, it was Bishop. We're going to have to do a little rewatch.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're going to do a little rewatch.
Okay, so we left you guys off, honestly.
With him dying.
With him
He's
dying,
dead.
yeah. Tupac
Fucking
died.
dead.
Yeah, that was the moment when he died, and
What was his famous last words?
fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Kappa.
Yeah. But if you haven't listened to episode 1 then or part 1, please listen to it.
No,
Like,
trust
you know,
me.
you don't want to get this.
Oh, it was good. It was
Yeah.
good.
This literally just happened where my wife's listening and she tuned in on I think it might have been Chappaquiddick, and she turned on the second one. She was like, what's happening? She had no idea.
really?
And she was like, your podcast is all over the place. And I'm like, what? It's,
You're on part 2,
yeah,
bro.
part 2.
Yeah.
So listen to the part 1 first.
Part
trust me.
1. Yeah, you're going to go back to part 1.
Yep.
So we left you off. Basically, Tupac died in the hospital a few days later after being shot 4 times on the street.
It's 4 more times than I could survive.
Yeah, exactly. So right after that happened in Compton, basically a war broke out between North and South, and it was blood Crips, and
I know,
all
so
these
the-
murders started happening. And
It's funny. It was like, oh, East West Side. Now it's like just West Side, but
well, now it
split
became
West
like
Side.
now it became blood Crips kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And there were rumors that it was even $10,000 for every South Side Crip killed.
Yeah, Suge, because Suge was a blood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hardcore. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just put in these couple notes because so Tupac died in '96, and then in March of '97, Biggie did his final interview, and they asked him if he was involved with.
Did you kill Tupac,
Yeah,
sir?
they asked him
on this
a
interview.
radio show.
Give us the truth.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you could go
Come
on
on
YouTube and check it out, and it's an interview with him, and he's like, I had nothing to do with that. I didn't have any power. I didn't have power enough for that yet. He said yet, which
Yeah,
is super
well, yeah,
super
well.
weird. Like You're talking
Yeah.
about your old friend's death.
I couldn't have
And
killed
you
him
gotta
yet.
throw him.
I was still going to do it.
But he says, I didn't have the power to do that yet. That was word for word. That's what he says.
Well, he did blow up after that. I mean, he was like,
Yeah.
then he became the GOAT of the time.
No,
According to
Biggie was never the
Not
goat.
even close.
Biggie
If,
was never the goat.
if Tupac was gone, the next best one was Biggie.
At the time.
At the time, that's
At
what I
the
just
time.
said. You,
Feel
you
like-
guys are the ones that are talking about the GOAT of the time. The GOAT of, it's the greatest of all time.
Okay.
But you guys are the ones that were talking about the GOAT of the time. Anyways, definitely Biggie.
It's 'cause
Biggie
it-
took over.
It's the GOT. The goat of the time. the GOT.
So, and then we'll do it in another episode. But
Biggie?
basically, six months later, Biggie was killed.
Yep.
And he was killed in a similar fashion where he was in a car and somebody pulled up and just shot him.
Yeah.
And he actually died more instantly.
I know,
Like,
it's a large target to hit.
yeah. Well, he was shot. He was shot like right in the.
And then
just
died.
pretty much dead.
We'll get
right
into
there.
that.
Yeah. So basically, the two biggest rappers on the planet died within 6 months of each other, and
Shame.
Yeah.
you know,
It was,
so they're
it was
always
crazy.
tied together,
Yeah.
right? They're always tied
Because they
together.
were so close. Yeah, if Biggie would have
Yeah.
died like 10 years later, there would
Yeah.
have been two different
Yeah.
things.
Well, it was because of that, and they were friends, and they were the two best
Friends,
ones.
enemies, frenemies.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of conspiracies about Tupac, and I mean, you got to start with Suge Knight.
Oh, yeah.
You start with Suge Knight. I mean, in prison, he kind of took his career. You know, not a lot of people know this, but apparently, Tupac, when he died, he had $100,000 to his name.
That seems weird.
Wow.
#1 records.
Probably
Like,
because that was probably the deal with Suge.
number one.
Suge Knight was probably like, I'll get you out of prison, but I'll take in everything.
Yeah. So $100,000 is not a lot of money.
It's like $0 for someone
to be
who's at
number
that
one
level.
at anything on the planet.
Sure, it was
Yeah.
a lot more back then, but
Still. He doesn't even,
to be somebody like him of his
and you don't even have
caliber,
like
Yes.
$1 million.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And to have albums selling millions. I mean, he sold
Multiple albums.
I think he sold
He
a
said
million
he said
albums
75 million?
in a month.
That's
Of,
ridiculous.
of probably the All
All
Eyes on Me.
Yeah.
And then the Machiavelli one came out,
Yeah.
and that shit was on fire
Yeah.
too.
So Suge Knight said something strange at the end. He said that he paid $3 million for Tupac to be cremated.
What?
What?
Did he get cremated in the sun?
Honestly, this is recorded. You could go look at and you can listen to Suge Knight saying this.
He's so full of shit.
I feel like Suge Knight is fucking full of shit.
Dude, I could get
Yeah.
I could get a city
do.
cremated for $3 million. Like,
I will cremate you for 20.
I will literally put you on a bonfire for free. Cremate the shit out of you.
I will. You give me a 50 spot, I'm doing it for you. Don't worry.
It's on my will. Trust me.
But yeah, anyways, so he said the following. I'm gonna quote this guy.
I'll pay
Suge Knight.
$3 million.
He says, when Pac died, I mean, if he really did, Knight said.
If he really did.
I mean, when I left that hospital, me and Pac was laughing and joking. So I don't see how somebody can turn from doing well to doing bad. I'm going to tell you that with Pac, you never know.
But then he said he paid
What?
$3 million to get him cremated.
So Knight then explained his theory why cops never found the murderer, because there was no murderer. He says, and I quote, maybe the question is, Pac's not really dead. Pac's somewhere else, Suge Knight says. When asked if he ever saw Tupac's body following the shooting, he had, nobody's seen Tupac dead. The person who supposedly cremated Tupac, this guy got about $3 million. Personally, from me, cash. And the next thing I know, I never heard from the guy or seen him again. He retired and left. Suge Knight.
Ah, come on.
Shouldn't I- okay,
now.
Suge
You
Knight-
can
fucking
look it up.
idiot.
Full
This
of
is
shit.
not. This
I'm not
is not
saying
from
you're
a,
lying.
No, I know, but what's crazy about this? This is not from a reporter, a third-party person writing it down.
That's him.
I
saying
literally
listened
from
to
his-
these words.
his-
I listened to Suge Knight say this.
It's just so funny because I can see like the cremator guys. He's like, yeah, remember $3 million. He's like, all right, I'll give it to you in cash. He's like, yes.
So the
cash.
dude,
I need $3 million cash to cremate
Literally-
this body. Just this is just in our state. but it says the average cost of cremation in our state is $2,200.
Okay.
And this is like
It's a good deal.
And this is this is plus inflation.
Good deal. I mean,
So you're saying,
I'll cut that in half for you.
so you're saying Suge Knight
Give me 100x that, and then I'll do it.
Suge Knight could have cremated 1,000 people for the price that he paid. Actually, no, plus inflation, like
Insane.
50,000
What an
people.
insane statement. So the dude who was in the car with him is saying that he paid somebody $3 million in cash to cremate him, and he never saw the body,
and he quit,
and he disappeared.
He was like vanished, and he paid him up front too.
Yeah, I don't buy one fucking word this guy
Really?
says. No,
So okay,
I don't fucking
so
trust him.
let's keep talking about Suge Knight. Okay. So you remember Orlando Anderson?
Yeah, the guy that
Yeah,
got
they
his ass
beat up. Yeah, they
fucking
beat up.
whooped.
Yes.
Okay, so was on. You remember the 3 strikes thing?
Well, if
You mean like
you get
the legally
legal
3
three
strikes?
strikes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
If you get 3 strikes, you're in for life. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You're in for life.
Yeah. Okay, right after that,
soon after.
Doug was then basically put in jail because he broke his probationary period because he got in the fight that was caught on film with Orlando
yeah.
Anderson.
It's like the kick.
Yeah, but here's the weird part. Orlando Anderson testified in his defense.
Oh,
Because he's fucking scared of him. You heard
Dude,
the story. You heard the stories of fucking
Suge Knight kill you for looking at him wrong.
Yes.
And he says, in quote, and this is this testimony, he says, Suge was the only one I heard saying, stop this shit. Suge was still convicted because he was on video, kicking Orlando Anderson.
He was like in between his kicks, he was saying stuff.
Yes.
It wasn't my
But
head.
what the fuck
I swear.
is that? He, literally, the guy that they went and beat up is now testifying weeks later.
Yeah, it's cremation services. He was paying him. He was paying for
There you go.
cremation services. He was the cremator.
That part's weird.
No, but it's very well known that he was
He's just fucking
very
Just for
scary.
money.
Oh no!
Oh, he was like a
scary.
fucking
No,
terrifying.
Suge Knight was this
like
dude.
he would kill you, like cartel
Yeah.
style. Like everybody is still
Yeah.
scared of him. Supposedly,
Dude,
that's what
he's-
I hear.
dude,
I don't
he's-
know. I mean,
that's a word from the streets.
That's the word on the streets. From the streets.
Made it all the way down. But that's essentially the
It is, man. He
Here's
was
the
like, I'm not
conspiracy.
gonna snitch.
here's the conspiracy, okay, of Suge, is that he knew that Tupac was going to leave death row,
Oh,
and
so
he was a golden goose.
and so he's like, I'd rather have you dead. And just like artists always get bigger after they die.
That's right.
I don't
So
buy
he had
it.
the contract of multiple albums, right? And then
He finished the multiple albums.
You know what the part
He's
that
about to
does not
peace.
make sense ever? Because I remember this.
Yeah.
Because that was flying around
yeah,
right after all this happened in '96 or whatever, right?
yeah.
Why was he in the car then?
There's the
Like,
point. There's the
you
point.
would not.
I mean,
you would
not.
not
do a hit and be like, "All right, kill Jorge." So come into the
just
podcast
make sure
room,
not to hit me.
but just do the
Come
machine.
on
Yeah,
now.
do the machine gun thing. Spray us, but don't get me.
yes, like
How idiotic is that plan?
No, but
You know what I mean?
the
Yeah.
thing is, like,
Yeah.
I would. It's not the least believable thing because I can see from that perspective. Suge Knight is not. He's not fucking Stephen Hawking. It's not like master fucking. Like he's not some evil scientist. But also, what a way to make Tupac be completely comfortable and go against all of his little protocols that he put in place.
Right.
He's with Suge Knight. They're going to Suge Knight's club.
right.
He's with him directly. No one fucks with Suge Knight.
Or-
it makes him feel super comfortable. I don't need a bulletproof vest. I don't need my girlfriend. I don't need my driver. I don't need anything.
That was like
I don't
such
need
a long
anything.
list.
Yeah.
So
No, but how about this? How about this? What if Suge Knight had planned it because Tupac was supposed to be in the other car with his security guard or whatever, right? And he changed
at the
last minute.
he's in my car.
I know I'm like contradicting myself right now, but I just thought about
We're
this.
gonna make Jorge a believer.
Holy shit, dude.
That's a good point.
Fucking Eagle Scout shit
Eagle
right there,
Scout.
dude. That was good. That's interesting.
No, what if he, so obviously he would have planned this,
That's interesting.
ahead of time. And
Actually,
he's like,
I like that one.
He's not going to be in
I
this
think it's
car. He's going to
actually-
be in the car behind me.
That's a good
legit
point.
one. I actually like that one a lot. That's one of the best ones we've ever come up with.
Yeah.
Honestly, we don't solve any of these.
No, we've yet to solve one.
This is not
That one's
the
pretty
murder
good. Yeah.
solving conspiracy.
Okay, so but lay that out. Lay that out. Lay
Yeah,
that out.
yeah.
So for us people who are not totally listening,
Us lay people.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, what if Suge Knight planned it out
In
and he's
advance.
in advance, of
He
course,
conspired.
right? He conspired. He planned it out. He's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm going to take this guy out.
Right.
And he knew that he wasn't going to be in his car.
Yeah.
He knew that he was going to be with his security guard,
Right.
most likely, right?
Right.
Like, obviously, there's always a chance, but that's the plan. But then last minute, Tupac's like, "Nah, I'm all good. I'm gonna ride with Suge." And then he didn't have
the
time.
chaos.
And then
It's like the chaos of
exactly. It's
life.
like everybody's walking out of the hotel room at that time. He's like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with Suge, right?"
You know,
And then Suge Knight didn't have any time to change his
dude, we
plans.
should email the LAPD on this one.
No, it actually
That one's really good.
Even the fact that he didn't have the plates
That
on
one's
his
really
car.
good.
Right.
I really
So that
like,
way, it's like if they get shot, he can just get away. They're not going to tie him to the scene.
yes.
Exactly.
I do like the idea that there's a little bit of chaos and accidental things that happen.
Yeah, he get the
You know what I mean?
shrapnel
Like,
hits him.
Like shit just doesn't go right, and
Especially when
your plans
you're
are not
planning,
right.
especially when you're
All
planning
right.
murder.
Wow, man.
I like that.
I
That's
fucking
good.
like
like
Suge-
that. I
Suge-
dig that.
What?
And Suge was known for being. No, Suge was known for being ruthless. Like, he's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
fucking kill you, and it doesn't matter that
Yeah.
it was Tupac. So that's why
Yeah.
that is a possibility.
I think I'm going to tweet
I'm back-
tomorrow.
I'm putting that
we
back on the
solved Tupac's murder.
I might
Period,
tweet it right now.
period.
Buy an Eagles.
I think I might tweet it right now.
It's crazy. Wow. Okay. All right. I like it.
That's really good.
All right. We're going to put that in a pin because there's a
Yeah.
couple others to go over, right?
Yep.
But I like that one a lot. So the other one that's crazy, this one's a little bit wild, which is Tupac's, he faked his death and he's living in Cuba.
Yeah, well, I know that one. I believed it for a while.
Because did you?
I did.
When you saw photos?
When I was young,
Remember? Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I saw the photos. I was like, what the fuck?
Who is this guy?
And
He
it-
looks just like
He looks
him.
just
Is he living with Bob Marley down
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Well, here's the in-depth theory, right? Part of this crazy story of Cuba is that he had an aunt who was a fugitive who
Really?
lives in Cuba.
His whole fucking
Essentially.
family is just
Yeah,
like
so he has an aunt that
fugitives.
lives in Cuba, and then there's photos that emerged in the early 2000s. And
Yeah,
you
where
saw
it's like,
those.
it looks like
And it looks like him.
It looks
and-
like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he created the Machiavelli
Exactly.
album, and Machiavelli, if you wanted to go over that, but like Machiavelli, what was it? An Italian?
Yep, he was
Yes,
an Italian. Machiavelli is the name of an Italian war strategist, Niccolo Machiavelli, who pretended to fake his death. And when you rearrange the letters, check this out, Machiavelli turns into Am Alive K.
Who's K?
No, like if you rearrange the letters.
Yeah, but I mean, what would cave?
just like
Wow.
K. not cave.
Alive K?
K.
Yeah, K.
Yeah.
Not like
question,
K.
like a question.
K.
K, like you're
QE,
acknowledging me.
like-
You're acknowledging me, like
Okay.
I'm alive.
K.
Okay.
K. And if you erase the letters, it is I am Lord Voldemort.
And then check this out. Inside the album, the Machiavelli album, it reads, Exit Tupac, Enter Machiavelli.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, exit 2. It says, I just have a hard time believing that he had this master plan with my 100K in my
Yeah.
in my
So-
name.
so then-
I'm getting shot in Vegas.
So then why did he come out with the album named Machiavelli?
I think he was a little bit obsessed with getting shot and murder and
I-
gangster life and
I-
and,
well,
and-
he-
and- you know what I mean, like that.
He
thing.
talks about, I mean, you know, in his raps and then in his interviews too, he just talks about that he kind of knew he was going to die young, or he felt that he was going to die young, right?
But why?
Because he's living the fucking fast life.
He's living the fast
Sorry,
life.
Sean just showed me the photo of the Cuban Tupac. Just because
Tweet
you put
it.
no,
Tweet it.
here's the thing. Just because you put a bandana backwards,
Yes.
that's
It
the
does not.
Tupac look, right? That's the
Yeah,
Tupac
It
look.
is the
Oh, yeah,
Tupac
for sure,
look.
for sure.
Yeah.
Here's the.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely
It's definitely not him. Look at the nose is different.
Yeah.
The nose is totally different, bro.
Oh my gosh, totally different.
Anyways, I have a hard time believing that, with his 100K to his name, I'm gonna
retire
yeah,
in Cuba.
In Cuba, he's like,
I'm hella rich.
He's like, this 100K is like $1 billion in Cuba.
That's true. That's true. Meanwhile, his mom and Suge get all the rest.
Yeah.
And
They get
also,
all
like,
of the rest.
why would he? Why?
Yeah,
Why at that
that
point?
there's no point.
No.
There's
The
no
guy
point
was
at
like
all.
on fucking top of the world at that point, right?
But the idea is that he was done. He didn't want to deal anymore.
Maybe that's how he gets out of the life.
He was not the kind of guy that is like, I want to get out of this life.
What kind of guy he was?
Look at him. Listen to his shit. Like, that's not him.
I know.
He's not going to fucking run and hide forever and never come back out.
We have a live action interview from Jorge Tupac's high school friend Jorge from Baltimore High School. That's not who he was.
I know him.
I know Tupac's my homie. No, I understand though. He doesn't seem like the type of dude.
No, he was a fucking outspoken
Coming from the guy who had a cigarette after getting shot. Yeah. I mean, my God, I'd be crying,
and
weeping.
Fucking famous last words. Fuck you.
Yeah, I told God, fuck you.
I know, I do like that.
That's so savage. Yeah, I would not do that. I'd be like, this is who shot me.
I ain't
This is
no
address.
snitch. I know.
I'm snitching on everybody.
Go get him.
I know, please. Make sure I don't die.
Okay,
Anyways, why would he also choose Cuba? Why not like
because
fucking...
the aunt's there.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
got a
that's true.
pad.
That's true. Yeah.
He's gonna get a free, like, no rent.
I guess.
Rent free.
Yeah, he's cool. It's cool. Of all the third world countries,
You
exactly.
pick that. And they're like,
the next theory. So you guys think that one's retarded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Cuba's done.
I do.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm gonna ask you straight up. Do you think Tupac's alive right now?
Fuck no.
Hell no.
He is
Absolutely,
dead
he's
as
dead.
a fucking
Oh,
He's
doornail.
dead.
100%.
Yeah.
Even Obama made a joke about it. Anyways,
That he might be alive?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Tupac. I saw him on Epstein Island.
Oh.
Another episode.
Okay, so
Hey.
the next one. So the next one is probably the most logical. I hate to say it.
He's dead.
Yeah.
No, it's that.
Logical.
It's that
That's the
Orlando
conspiracy.
Anderson organized it with his crew.
That's what they think. That's the
that
most
fast? Right after he got fucking his
Yeah.
ass beat? He's like, he goes, gets his homies and...
Yeah, I mean, this is
because
just 2 hours later.
That's right. I
They're
was
all
gonna say
in
after,
Vegas. Like,
after the fight, he
They
goes
got-
back to his room, and so
Yeah.
okay, I forgot
They
about the
beat
2
my
hours.
ass.
That's right. That's right.
Defend me.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of witnesses. There's a lot of things on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to go into the whole every single person and witness and la 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 la. But
I think
Orlando Anderson seems to be the one with motive.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Seems to be
It's true.
there. He seems to have the crew, the resources. You know what I mean? With the blood Crips, all the things seem to kind of point to Orlando Anderson.
No, I think it is the most.
kinda boring.
I think it is boring as shit. And it's not sexy. It's just super lame.
Mm-hmm.
It is the most logical, though.
Yeah.
I mean, just because I'm just gonna disagree with it, just because it's too logical. It's too.
Yeah.
It's too easy.
Too easy.
It's
Well, here's-
most likely
here's-
the truth.
so here's-
But we want a
here's-
conspiracy.
So here's an
give me
offshoot
another
of
That's
it.
why I'm doing this podcast.
No. So here's an offshoot of it. Right? Is that Orlando Anderson did it with Suge?
I was gonna say like Orlando Anderson hired by Suge Knight.
So we're back to Suge.
Well, because it's then
No,
then
we're
Anderson
back to-
testifies.
So maybe Suge.
Oh, true. No, but I already
What-
told you why.
No,
Yeah,
but-
yeah,
no,
'cause he's scared.
maybe Suge did that. Orlando Anderson, maybe Suge. Remember because Suge
Oh,
Knight
so
was
that's like part of Suge's conspiracy.
No,
you're
Suge Knight was the one who called out that Orlando Anderson was there
right.
in the hotel when they beat the shit out of him, and
So he set
obviously
it up.
Tupac was the one who got him. But he was like, "Hey, look,
Yeah.
it's Orlando Anderson. He's right over there." And Tupac's
Mr.
like,
and
beat his ass. You know, they don't sound like that, but you know.
Right.
So I think that one vibes a little bit more with me.
Both of those.
Oh yeah,
Both of
I like the Orlando Anderson Suge
Yeah.
combo.
the combo.
Right. So
Take the number
No,
three,
it
please.
actually
Touch on
makes
that.
kind of sense. If you believe the Suge one, then this kind of ties into
Yeah,
it.
tied
it makes
into
it
it.
more, makes it even more
Yeah.
real.
Right.
I totally believe
Interesting.
Suge. It's really easy to believe a piece of shit does shitty things.
So there's a couple
Exactly.
that keep floating around, but they have been debunked. But so I thought I'd bring them up
Are
just
they
because.
Who debunked them?
Well, like there's one that's the FBI.
LAPD?
The FBI killed Tupac
Why?
because they're trying to simmer down the gangster rap violence.
Yep.
Oh,
And, like bring it down.
And by
then they
killing
killed
the rapper.
Biggie. No, and then they killed Biggie too. And then all of a sudden now it's like Puff Daddy going, every step you take.
I know that's That's actually a hilarious theory, which actually might be true. The CIA is like, we got to cut this shit out.
Yeah,
They're like, well, Nika, we're gonna pay them big money just to go R&B.
Hey, how
Let's
do we
go back to R&B.
How do we get a black rapper to sing Sting?
I got a plan.
Look, they're already. Look what they did to Drake.
But,
They're like,
But-
how do we get a black rapper to sing Beyonce?
but there's actually no evidence. There's nothing tangible.
No,
about,
I don't-
I
about
did,
any of that,
I
you know?
did hear about another one similar to that, which is the CIA wanted to kill him off because he was basically getting too powerful and he was getting ready to like kind of start a revolution.
I don't believe that at all.
That's
Yeah.
A revolution of
All right.
what?
Wait, you
Of
just,
what?
But
so we
what,
killed
like,
that
just
one.
West Side.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't mean to
just
show.
I'm just
California?
saying. That's what I heard.
No, I don't.
No, it was like a revolution of mostly the black people against the police.
Okay,
I don't know.
I can see
Yeah.
that. But
And so they're like,
Didn't,
we gotta
like,
take him out.
NWA
We gotta take him out.
Yeah.
why did they kill fucking
Why didn't they kill
Ice
Ice
Cube?
Cube?
I
Yeah,
know.
and
They
like-
literally have a song, "Fuck the Police."
Yeah.
For like multiple minutes, it's just
Yeah.
fuck the
I don't
police.
know
Who do you
about
think is
that
more
one.
powerful, Tupac or Ice Cube?
Tupac.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tupac. If you go
So it
back,
became too
honestly,
powerful.
if you go back and listen to his interviews, they do interviews with other rappers and they're all stupid and they sound stupid as shit. And then you get Tupac on it and it's like passionate
Yeah.
and articulate and you know what I mean? It's bam, 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 bam. And like Tupac's going.
it's 'cause
And it was
because of the
also
ballet.
because of his past with the Black Panther,
Yeah.
his history
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
whatnot.
And knowing that
Family
actually makes
history.
a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it.
Yeah.
I just
But
don't
I still-
think.
I don't believe that one either. I'm just
I
saying
just
I
don't
heard
think
that.
he was.
Yeah.
I just don't see him as like a revolutionary. I mean, if you listen to his songs,
His
it's
name
not-
was actually after a revolutionary.
That's right.
Yeah, that his mom named him when he was one. It's not like
Mama.
It's not like he was. It's not like
His dear
Muhammad
mama.
Ali who changed his own name from Cassius Clay to that. His mom.
I was
Yeah.
named after a fucking novella.
Really?
Fucking-
Oh, like a sex novel?
That's why. That's how
No,
your
not a
voice- is
sex
that-
novel.
Is that
What
what
It's
the
a
fuck?
novella.
It's
Isn't it?
like
Novella is a
it's-
sex novel.
No, it's like a TV
Fucking
show.
sex novel.
Oh, I thought novella was
the
a sex
fucking
novel.
Mexican novellas. You never watched that shit?
but
I've never
it's
watched
like
a
love.
Mexican
It's like
novella.
it's like a sitcom, but it's like ooh,
Oh,
love romance.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought it was
there's, like-
smut.
Yeah.
It's like Mexican porn. They're Mexican porn.
El Grande.
Mucho. The big.
All right, next one. Okay, the next one is actually the other one that might hold some water.
Okay.
Right? And that's Puff Daddy did it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I believe that.
Okay.
There are witnesses that say that. Now,
But you can't
here's
just
the
say
problem.
Puff Daddy did it. Like,
I know. No, hear me out. Hear me
Okay.
out. So there are witnesses that say that Puff Daddy said, I want you to kill Tupac.
Who said that to who?
There's a guy named Cafe D, right? His name is Keith Davis. And he said that he was told by Puff Daddy that he would get $1 million to wipe out Suge and Tupac. And that also Orlando was one of the shooters with him.
Did he get like 500K?
He
Wait,
said
wait,
he,
like,
he got
this is
500K.
Oh,
Really?
he's saying that he was paid.
He said that his crew was paid 500K because they only did one.
So he admitted it. Did he go to prison for admitting to this
Yeah,
murder?
he went in prison for something else.
Oh, so he was
and
already.
then when he
Yeah.
was in there, he
See,
admitted.
that's the only thing I don't like about that is like I feel like these guys, if you're already in jail forever, like you want to have a little bit more street cred. It's super easy for you to be like,
Yeah.
I killed him.
Yeah, and there was like a few of those, right?
Yeah.
Like the few people
But
that
Cafe's, Cafe, whatever, Cafe D.
Jefe.
Cafe D is on record.
Saying that he did.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it's
So it's a
possible.
confession. You know what I mean? Like there is a recorded confession of
Oh,
him
okay.
saying Orlando Anderson and him and another two people were paid to shoot Tupac Shakur.
Yeah,
No,
but that's
and
after
look,
he's in jail. That don't mean shit.
See, this just brings me back to the.
He just wants street
Remember
cred.
when we did? No. Remember when we did DB Cooper? How many dudes on their fucking deathbed?
Thousands of people said they wanted to kill.
Yes.
They were DB Cooper, or they found DB Cooper. They slept with DB Cooper. It's like
Everyone, and it's always when they're dying because you can't come after me later.
Yeah. What is the deal with all these people claiming fake things?
They want to be. They want the credibility that comes with it.
Honestly, I'm gonna
He's
be
already in jail. Like, what's he
I
got to
know.
lose?
Literally, dudes are hassling.
Anyway, so that's a big one.
I mean, it's totally possible. It's just I think it's.
And who is he? Like, to Puff?
He's
Like, they're just friends? He's like some gangster?
He's a gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say
East Coast?
gangster.
East
He's
Coast?
not an Italian gangster. He's a hood gangster.
Yeah, he's
But
like
you know what I mean?
is he East Coast?
Yeah, East Coast.
Yeah.
And I think that now it's like, it's like you're a gangster every time. It's like a thug.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
he was saying he was at a party and he was with Puffy. Puffy? Is it Puffy?
Puff.
Can I say
P.
Puffy?
Diddy.
P. Diddy?
Or Sean.
Sean. I like Sean.
Sean
better.
Puffy Combs.
Yeah. I like Sean. So, okay, so this is called the Russell Poole theory, and he was a detective with LAPD, and it's actually a really decent theory. He investigated the murders. He was a decorated LAPD detective, and he helped unravel the misconduct in the LAPD in the 90s. So it was like police corruption.
Jesse Jackson shit happened?
Yes, that's right. And so he revealed that off-duty LAPD officers were handling security for death row.
Ooh, maybe these are the two bicycle cops. Whoa, hey.
No.
It's
There's
off-duty.
people in the other cars.
Oh,
Yeah, there's people in other cars and that sort of thing. He thought they were all dirty cops who were doing security for death row, who were dirty cops.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna read you something because I just thought about it after you said that.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that he was shot with a Glock 22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By far the most popular police service pistol in the United States, the Glock 22. I just thought of it when you said that,
Interesting,
and
yeah.
like, isn't that interesting?
That is interesting, actually.
By far,
That's interesting.
By far the most popular police service
That one's
pistol in the United
interesting.
States, the Glock 22.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either until
I
you
didn't
said
know
it. I was
that.
like, wait,
Yeah.
I think this might have some connection here.
Yeah. Poole was like he became obsessed with this case and he just kept going and going and he kept going and going for so long that he was removed from the case and then he was removed as a detective, period.
They're like, you're on like
and he
traffic
just kept
duty.
going and going. Yeah, no,
Oh, shit.
he's not in the force. Like he just got removed.
You're just removed.
Yeah.
Like, fully removed.
And I think it had to do with a couple things. One was his theory was that it was the LAPD were corrupt.
And then
So
LAPD
it's like
is
your
like,
crew.
you gotta go, bro.
Yeah, it's like your crew that you're saying you guys are corrupt, and then they're you don't have any evidence, and then you just keep doing it for years and years and years.
They're
and
like,
then you're
get out.
of here.
Just leave.
Yes,
like,
exactly,
why are you
yeah.
working for a place you don't believe?
Yeah, exactly. So that's the idea. His theory is that basically there's two cops that were the head of security, and they basically were given the hit on Tupac, and then they went and killed Tupac.
So the security guards did the hit, or they knew about it,
No,
They did the
hit. The off-duty police officers.
but weren't they in the cars with them?
no, they weren't in the. They weren't in.
There's no
Star.
record. There's no witness. There's no. You know what I mean? A lot of the
Right,
witnesses too. There was one witness who said, "Hey, I can identify the shooter." He was killed a couple weeks later.
Damn.
That's
You know what I mean? So
I actually think that one's interesting, especially since he was shot with. I mean, if you just do statistically, it being the most in the entire United States, the most common service pistol. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting little tidbit there.
That is.
But he goes one step further, okay? And it's that it was also Suge Knight was also the hit.
So you mean Suge Knight? They wanted to kill Suge
They
Knight
wanted
too.
to kill Suge Knight too.
So maybe
And
like
so
who
it was
paid-
a collaboration with
paid
Suge
them?
Knight's wife and the police officer.
Oh, they were like
So
fucking.
then Suge Knight's wife would get everything.
Oh, and then he'd get the payout.
Probably also Suge had dirt on them if they're dirty, right?
Yeah, it's probably like,
So they were like,
Yep.
I don't trust.
gotta
I
get
can't. We
rid
can't.
of
Yeah,
him.
you gotta get
So-
rid of him. I can't trust him.
So Poole said at one point, he said Suge wasn't divorced yet, and if he died in the hit, she would have gotten everything, most everything. So she went to went to Wright Jr., who was in charge of death row, and ran it while Suge was in prison. Yeah, okay. Wright Jr. has gotten away with it this whole time. So it was basically a collusion between
the guy who
Wright
was running
Jr.
death row.
and the wife.
Oh, so because when Suge got out, that guy was nobody
There you
again.
go.
And he's, I want to keep running it. And she's like, well,
Yes.
if I'm running it, you can run it, and I'll just get the money.
Yeah. There you go.
Who run it?
Anyways, I mean, there's a lot of weird, and I don't even want to go into it because some of it I find to be stupid, where they go like rap songs came out 5 years later, and then they said, yeah, I killed you. And you're all right, well, that's not evidence. That's bullshit.
And
You know what I
can
mean?
say whatever the fuck
Yeah,
on,
you
on
can
a
say
rap
whatever
song.
you want. Yeah, I killed JFK. Bro, go. You know, it doesn't even matter.
I am the magic bullet.
Yeah. I literally, yeah. I'm in love with Cleopatra. What?
Like, okay.
Cool.
Eric built the pyramids.
Yeah.
Eric was one of the employees, one of the first employees.
So here's the last thing on Poole, right? This is the detective Poole.
Yeah.
The attorney that represented Biggie said the following about Poole. He said Poole's a tremendously accurate detective. Of course, he got yanked off the Biggie case, but the detective work that he did was really solid, intuitive, smart, and fact-driven. Do I agree 100% with his conclusions? No. But he did really good work without an agenda. Everything else I've seen since then from other people in the case had an agenda or bad motives.
Okay.
So he's basically just saying, like, he worked really hard.
He's an actual good
He's
detective.
a cop.
He's a detective.
And it's a good, you know what I mean? And it's worth looking at or worth
Or just considering, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it's totally plausible. Maybe it's a triple threat. Maybe it was the police, Suge, and Orlando trifecta. A whole
To take Tupac out?
this whole thing
whole
to take
thing.
Tupac out. The cops would cover it up, make sure Suge didn't get fucking pinched. Orlando could be the fall guy.
You can't make sure that Suge is not going to get shot.
No, it didn't get
Like-
pinched. This didn't get.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're gonna go after Tupac and the guy's sitting right next to him, literally me and you right here, like
next to
that's
him.
how close
Yeah.
they are. It's a fucking
4
car.
shots.
Well, he got shot four times.
for.
But
it's
there
I think
was
it
many
6.
more
I think it was
shots.
at least 6.
At least. But there was a bunch of fucking shots. How are you gonna make sure that you're not gonna hit Suge?
Maybe those are risky as willing to take. I gotta have him dead. He's gotta be gone. He's either
Even if I die.
it just makes it to me like Suge seems like the kind of guy. It's like if you ain't with me, you with nobody.
You did.
I know
You
you fucking
did.
you ain't making nobody no money
Oh.
except for me.
He is like that. For
Yeah,
sure.
100%,
That's him. That's
yeah,
him.
like-
My whole thing is, well then, why would he ride next to him?
I do
Unless-
like your theory that he set it up beforehand. It was they had to improvise. This
Yeah.
was the time.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't wearing the vest, but now he's in my car. Fuck it, you got to take the risk.
Yeah.
And it's fuck it.
Yeah.
They took the risk and it
Yeah.
paid off. I like that. I think
Yeah.
I think to
That's
me
what it is.
that is the most. That's what I believe. I believe that Jorge's theory on
Yeah.
Suge set it up previously, had this whole thing planned out. It wasn't supposed to be in his car.
Something just changed.
They had a convoy. Something
And
changed.
he couldn't stop it. It's
couldn't
not
stop-
like you had cell phones
No,
and you're
because-
like texting
Because
people, right?
imagine like,
There's
if you're
96.
like, no, Tupac, you're not right with me. Like, of course,
No,
he's gonna be alerted.
it would be weird if he was like,
Yeah.
no, Tupac, can't ride my car. And he's like, who's riding your car? Nobody. I want to ride alone. Like, it's like super sketchy.
Exactly.
True.
So I think he was just, oh, okay, sure. And then like, I think they did have cell phones back. They had cell phones.
96.
Yeah, they had cell phones.
Yeah.
I didn't have a cell phone.
Yeah, you weren't a rapper.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think
But
they
no,
did.
they were like
Texties.
the car. They were like the
They didn't
no,
have
they
texties.
just like the car phone.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like, yo,
It-
send me
yeah.
a text.
Yeah,
No.
there was no text. It was probably like, I want the vanilla ice cream still in my car though. Okay, see you later.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys are both on that? That's that's where you would go?
That's someone I like. I do think that there might have been some cop involvement
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Because there is evidence that shows that some of these cops were moonlighting as security guards for death row.
Yeah, so
there's nothing around that.
No, so that's what I'm saying.
happening.
Like, I think the cops
You
are
know what I
involved,
mean?
especially.
I know
Whether or
that
not
kinda
they're
trips me up.
corrupt, I don't know. But like, they're moonlighting. They're working at night and the weekends at a club.
We know what moonlighting is.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Like, I'm extrapolating. No, so where are you at? So that's where you're at. You guys are both on the same page on that.
I'm like 80% that, but then like
I'm taking from his and then adding in the cop element.
I
think
know,
the cops are in there.
I know the cop element, like yeah.
But I also
But
think
here's
he
the
could have
thing.
just been killed by like the
here's the
Orlando
other
guy.
question, though.
Like,
Here's the other question. Nobody's been charged. Nobody's been convicted. Nothing.
which I think is weird.
Like, why?
I think it's weird.
Why is it weird?
What do you mean, though? There's even Chris Rock was
Nobody's
like,
gonna talk.
Was more people saw Tupac get shot than an episode of Seinfeld. Like, he made a joke about it. How have we not
How have we not
charged
solved,
somebody?
how have we solved this?
Even charged anybody?
Like,
Nothing. Right? Like,
yeah.
They all got away with it.
I do think it's weird that they got away and it was in broad daylight.
Yeah.
And not in broad daylight, but like on the streets
Right.
Yeah.
of Vegas. And no one, they didn't find a car, couldn't like did ballistics on like, I mean, I watched too much CSI to believe that anyone can get away with any murder.
It almost seems like the only way to get away with murder is to do it out in public with chaos.
What do you think?
I think that, unfortunately, he was too caught up in the thug life thing.
And Orlando killed him.
And Orlando killed him, and it was like he went and beat him up in public.
That's true.
He beat him up
Just to
fucking like
shame,
an idiot.
to shame him. Yeah.
Like literally by 50 people
Yeah.
on camera. And then the guy was like, you know what? Fuck you. You know what I mean?
Retaliation.
Bloods and Crips and and they got and they just popped him.
You know, it does make sense.
And then it was sloppy police work, sloppy activity. Nobody
Yes.
took responsibility for it. And then nobody did it. And nobody charged them because there's no evidence. And then everybody starts dying. And then all the witnesses are gone. And here we are. And we lost Tupac.
Yeah, I mean, I do think
it's
I do
boring,
Think part,
I know,
no,
but right?
I think
Yeah.
partially my theory is fueled just from my I hate Suge Knight. So like,
Yeah.
I want him to be
I know.
responsible because I hate him.
I do kind of believe that Suge Knight fucked his life.
Oh, for sure.
You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean?
It's
And
100%
whether or not he
fine.
killed him, I don't know. But you know,
He turned him into this
yeah.
you know,
I
fucking
know.
tornado of
You feel that. If you, what you should do is actually go watch the videos of him running through the casino, and he looks fucking like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like skipping, like pumped.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, no wonder he fucking got into it. He started beating somebody up. Like he was pumped.
He was like vibing.
He was pumped about something. I don't know
About
if
the
it was
fight.
about Tyson.
Yeah, or maybe
But still, he's like, now I need to pump. I
Maybe
need
he's
to
on
punch
drugs.
somebody. Yeah, there
You
you
know,
go.
That's
there you
true.
go.
This could have
There
been
you go.
totally on drugs.
But his rap sheet is super upsetting. I mean, and then additionally, did he rape the girl? I don't know.
I mean, even if he did him not raping her, but like giving him
Somebody-
to his homies, that's fucked.
I know,
up.
right?
That's fucked up.
That's super
I
fucked
know.
up. And
And
first of all,
it's-
like, how could you feel good about that?
I know.
Like, oh, I'm gonna share you with my friend. Like, ugh, that's so. I don't. It's never like crossed my mind.
It is a bummer that I had a perception of him before I started
I
doing
thought he
this.
was like a good guy.
Yeah.
Like, he was.
I thought he was
like,
an intellectual trying to create change.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then after doing this, it only went down.
See, that's why I don't believe that he was like some fucking
Why? But
radical.
just because of the rape charges?
In the assault
Or-
charges and the
And the-
weapons charges and getting
Yeah.
shot 8 times
and the thug life
drugs
tattoo.
and the drugs going on and the thises and that, you know, just the way he treated everybody, and then you know what I mean, and I don't know.
The fact that he
just-
told his girlfriend that to not come to the club and then immediately hits on 2 bitches like
right?
instantly after he leaves. 4 seconds.
That's why I say
after-
so. Like my perception of him just kind of
Like you guys thought that he was
I hate to
not
say
a
it.
fucking rapper and not a
I
player.
don't
Like
know,
he's
I
a
thought he
straight
was-
arrow.
I actually
like
thought he was
No.
intellectual
No,
and
I
thought he was different.
I thought he was more of. I thought he was more like, oh yeah, I'm a rapper, but I'm actually smart and I'm not here just
Yes.
to do the rap thing.
Yes.
Obviously, he's gonna fucking
Just to do thug
of
life.
course,
Obviously.
fucking everybody's on his
That's
dick, and
what I
he's
thought
got
so, too.
fucking
So
some money.
I'm not giving him shit for that. I'm
That's
just
what I
saying.
Yeah.
I think that he was. I think I'll just do this rap thing. this is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I kind of like this. I think he started with, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna make it." Then he was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, like he started at poetry almost, and then
Yeah.
it like went to.
And they went from like ballet to fucking.
he definitely spiraled,
Yeah.
downward spiral or whatever.
Do you think he was doing drugs
Oh, for sure.
aside from weed? Do you think he was only doing weed?
I think it was just doing weed.
I think so. I don't know. It just didn't. He never
said that he was doing harder
I
stuff.
never seen.
right.
Well, normally you can see signs of
Yeah,
someone starting
that's
to
true.
like the facial changes and like.
Yeah, that's true.
But he always kind of looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did Hennessy.
Yeah, a steady drip.
Yeah. And a Newport.
I love them, man. Boss. All right, well, I think we all agree that he's dead.
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know
Fortunately.
what I mean?
No, because if he was alive, he would have. We would have.
He's not
known,
the kind that would be quiet.
Yeah, we would have known.
he
For
would
real.
not
He would not
come back.
retire.
No.
I mean, it's also
Retire.
like he died in '96. I mean, dude, that was almost
Oh, that's upsetting. It's
like-
almost. We don't even know math.
Almost
We don't know
20.
math.
20, 30. It's
17?
almost 30 years.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
It's
29 years.
almost 30 years.
Yeah.
Come on.
What's crazy is he would be 57.
Really?
Yeah.
So how old was he when he died?
27.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go, guys.
He's fucking bitches in Cuba right now. At his auntie's house.
Rent free?
You're living with your auntie and uncle in Cuba.
It's so weird, though. Just last thing. It's so weird, though, that we're now like dealing with Jada Pinkett.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I'm sorry. Like
I think it's weird.
She was fine. She was like whatever, but like
Was she?
now she's no. She's
When
like
was she ever?
no. What?
I'm just saying she was never.
No, I'm saying like no. I'm
She
saying
was never like a thing.
No, I'm saying she was kind of like whatever. Like I didn't mind her.
Like, what did she do that?
Nothing.
Why is she a superstar?
She's not a superstar. Have you
No,
seen
but
her
why
act?
is she a star? Period.
She got lucky
Give
with
me
one of the
one
Matrix
movie.
movies.
Not even just Matrix 3.
I said with one of the Matrix
Honestly,
movies.
what accomplishment? Oh, whatever. I don't even.
Wasn't she like in that one terrible
I don't
movie,
even
Set It Off, right? Wasn't she? It was so bad.
That's
I love
right.
that movie.
I hate that movie.
Queen Latifah.
I know Queen Latifah's good.
Yeah,
I
she's
love
good.
her.
She's good.
Queen Latifah is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll catch you next time.
Hope you guys like this one.
Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you think. Like I said, I openly admit to my biased opinion because I hate Suge Knight. But tell us what you think. If you have new thoughts, I mean, we'll post a poll and put that up and see what you
Spotify.
guys think for that. But obviously, feel free to reach out to us on social media. We'll obviously be posting videos and stuff. Tell us what you think, and we try to respond to every single comment. And
I want to know
we'll
if
hear
you
from
like this one and if you want us to do Biggie. Let us know.
Yeah, that's right.
I think it'll be a shorter one, but because obviously only the second goat gets only the got
Get go. The got get go.
Have a good one.
Nighty night.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to reach out to us, please email us at info@theconspiracypodcast.com. You can check us out on Instagram at @conspiracypodcast. Also, don't forget to subscribe. You can catch a new podcast almost every week. Just hit the little subscribe button at the top. It's a plus sign. We love show ideas, corrections, hate mail. Thanks a bunch.